Hey there, I'm Jason Cochran, and welcome to another edition of AfterShark here on WalletPop.com. We've got another set of entrepreneurs from last night's show. Hi, guys. Please identify yourselves, the owners of SendaBall.
I'm Michele in the pink.
I'm Melisa.
During the show last night, the Sharks seem to be addressing one of you in particular for much of the presentation. Who's the one who had to bear the heavy lifting with the Sharks?
That would be Michele, because I have a tendency to talk over people.
They don't blow all of them up. If I just happen to have a big order, I'll say, get your body in there and fill that bin, and then I'll take you to soccer.
You know what? For a mom to tell her 4 boys that, she's got balls.
I do have.
There are a lot of ball jokes happening.
Yeah.
On the show last night. It was a family show, and this is too, so I can't make too many ball jokes here. But that's because your company, it's an interesting thing, you actually send inflated balls through the mail. You stamp them, you write the address on them, and there they go, and the post office, I guess, doesn't give you any grief.
No,
they
don't.
love us. They love us.
But the Sharks, they loved you as people, but they didn't want the business.
I think it was all in the pitch and all in the presentation. I think that we focused too much on the kind of little bells and whistles of our business, which is our direct mail piece of the business, as opposed to what our company really is about. Our company really is a greeting card, and we really should have focused on that more so. We should have really given some solid numbers on how we would fit into that space. How would we be a part of probably a bigger conglomerate and be a part of somebody's portfolio with our product.
Well, this raises a couple of questions. Did you have those numbers? You
Yes.
just didn't give them.
Yes, we did.
When you get ready to go in, you're just so nervous, and they say, give your pitch and wait for the question, and everything will come out in the wash.
I know there's going to be a lot of entrepreneurs watching this, and you know, I know I've watched past shows, and I'm like, oh, they should have done it this way, they should have done it this way. And it's a lot about the information that you get before you go into the Shark Tank. You know, before we walked in there, I think we kind of thought 70% of it was a TV show, 30% of it was an actual negotiation. And then we walked in there,
And it was
90% of it was really a business transaction, and 10% of it was a TV show. And I think that if we had to do it all over again, I really think we would have gotten a deal. I think that if I could have, you know, started out with how large the greeting card industry was instead of buying this machine.
You went in saying, we know we want this much money because the machine I want to buy is this much money.
Yeah, we don't even need the machine. That's the kicker. But one of the things was, well, you have to come up with the dollar figure and
what you're going to do with it.
And what you're going to do with it, and you better not say marketing or advertising.
So we asked for the $86,000. And they said, what are you going, before we went in, what are you going to use it for? And don't say advertising.
So the producer said it can't be advertising. It's got to be something.
Don't say, we just need more advertising.
So we came up with this machine. I'm like, well, what do we do? We don't need money except to get the word out. It's one of those things. The greeting card industry is a $7 billion a year industry. Half of that money is everyday cards, which is birthday cards. 2/3 of those cards are mailed through the United States Postal Service. So we
only want a little
space.
piece. We want a little piece.
We fit into that space. So what we really needed the money for was we did need the money for promoting our product and getting the word out there. Every single person in this world has a birthday, you know, and we can be a part of one of their birthday card solutions.
You know, you make a lot of money on this product. You make it for $5 and sell it and send it for $5, but you make $20 on it, or you know, so $15 goes right back to you. Why haven't you, or have you, brought this to like a florist network or a greeting card company to license or sell?
It's the perfect solution for Hallmark. They have a huge Hallmark.com solution where you can actually send a card which is signed by your name. They have this incredible solution for kind of send your card, order it online. You don't even have to touch the birthday cards. But we need people like them to knock on these doors for us. And we were willing to give a nice big chunk of our business. We walked in there saying, we'll give 50% of it away. If these guys can get us in the door, and that's what we needed. Because Michele and I, these 2 housewives from Jefferson Park in an inner city neighborhood in Chicago.
The both of us.
We can't. I get a letter every month from Hallmark that says,
sorry, we don't take unsolicited requests.
Do you think that's going to change now that you've been on national TV?
We're on WalletPop. It's going to change.
I hope so. It was amazing to us when we first got into this business how large the greeting card business was and how we would really fit into that space. So I hope that, you know, the 1-800-Flowers guy sees us and says, wow, this would fit great with us. That's our dream. That's really our dream.
Michele, one last question. Were you hitting on Robert Herjavec?
Yes.
Listen, I cannot be held responsible for the man with the most beautiful blue eyes I've ever seen. Okay. There's nothing wrong. Some people Brad Pitt. For me, Robert, could you tell while I was in
the tank? Could I tell? You wanted him to sleep in your camper in your yard.
Oh, that's out of context. If you want to see it, come and stay in the camper. I got 4 boys. You don't want to sleep in their bedrooms. Do you think he likes me?
Oh my gosh, okay.
All right, before this gets any more desperate, we'll probably have to cut this off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you didn't get the deal, but I think you're going to get a lot of orders anyway from having been on TV yesterday.
We hope so. We hope so. Yeah. We're really vamped up and ready, and woohoo!
We're going to bounce back, like you said last night.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're bounce back.
Well, thanks again for joining us here on AfterShark.
Thank you, Jason.
Sure,
thanks, Jason. Thanks for having us.
Order some of their balls. And you can watch more of these interviews with the contestants from Shark Tank right here on WalletPop.com.